Working on an exhaust. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. come off. It might. Okay, got lucky there. What's everybody up to today? Appreciate all the likes. I'm gonna cut for a minute, turn your speakers down. A little bit crooked on that one, that's for sure. All right, go back onto the truck. Thanks, Casey, appreciate it. Hope you're doing good, man. That's pretty close, guys.
Okay, this side is good. Oh man, it won't be the first time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get this tacked up. I haven't used my welder in forever, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I am somewhat off grid here, so I have to run the generator to run my welder, so it's gonna get very loud. brake. I'm a pry bar. We're close there. This side I did not check when I started welding it. I should have, because the angle's not right. A little bit short, and I don't know why. Hit it just a little bit there. You're not really going to see that little spot there anyway. Better. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that side's kicked out a little bit. Well, it's gonna roll some smoke. Appreciate all the likes, guys. I don't know what all the stickers are, but appreciate that too. Hope everybody's having a nice Sunday or Saturday. It could be, man. It could be. You can use anything, really. Mater, I know about wind turbines, man. Just message me on Messenger, and I'll tell you how you hook it up. All right, so here's kind of where we're at here. This one or that one back there? All right, so I'm hoping it'll come out right there. I'm gonna weld them right where they're at. This thing doesn't really move here, but I'm gonna tip these up just a hair in between. And I don't think these will ever hit. I wanted to have them right here, but with this down bar, traction bar I got there, it's gonna be in the way, so. This white one here is, this is just a 86 S10. Straight axle swapped, V8 swapped. Putting some Dynamax race bullets on it. Instead of running the Flowmaster 40 series, it has a hell of a time when you try to cold start this thing with mufflers on it. It doesn't move the air. No, it's a Chevrolet. It's not GMC. Same damn thing, but it's titled and badged Chevy. So. I got to figure out how I get this other side welded, which I got a bunch of this steel. I think I'm just gonna take one of these steel plates and probably clamp that up here for a minute, because let me show you what I got going on. There we are. So this side is kicked in because the transfer case almost hit me in the head. It's kicked out because the transfer case, and when I ran this exhaust, I just did it myself. I didn't use a shop or anything. My fuel line runs here, so I think I'm gonna try to just block that for now, just so I don't have a bunch of sparks. I'll just put a clamp on it, and then I'm probably gonna weld these back on. I do have the 3 bolt flange up front. I'd like to add them later to the back so I can get them off, but I think that's what we're gonna do just for now. It'll get us by. So we'll just stay there a minute. I'm gonna grab some clamps. You're a welder? Are you a bench welder? Or are you like fabrication welder or what? I don't really claim to be a welder. I just weld when I need to. Okay, we'll just clamp that like that, and then take our exhaust here, stick that up, and I'll just put a couple beads there just to hold it, because it's not going to be real restrictive, so it shouldn't leak a whole lot. But But that's the plan, so I'm gonna get the welder. Yeah, it sucks not having a car hoist. God damn it. What up, mofo? Fabrication? Nice. Yeah, dude, it'd be way better regardless, but I only do what I can do. Need a break. Gonna take a couple minute break here, and I gotta grab a pop or something because need a drink. What up, Chevy 5-Speed? How are you, man? Do I have employees? No, I don't have employees. I'm just doing this right now out of my shop. Made her look for some DOM tubing is what you're looking for. Because mine, if you message me on Messenger, I'll show you how I did mine too, because I did it pretty much the same way you're trying to do it right now. All right, be back in 1 minute, guys. All right, I'm back. Whew. And that sucks getting up and down. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that's gonna work? Kind of worried it's gonna be too close to the tire. But that's kind of where we're at here. I don't think it's probably gonna heat the air pressure up a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be a lot. But let's see. It might pop and bang, but let's get this thing fired up, see what it does. I don't know if it's gonna start. It's got my little battery in there, and it's got gear reduction on it, but the battery I think is getting weak, and it doesn't have enough to turn it over sometimes. So I'm gonna roll it over, get some oil pressure, wait a second, and then we'll fire it up. What up, ASO? Okay, let's get the battery hooked up, see what this thing will do. It's probably going to be loud, so you're going to want to turn your speakers down here in a second. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I get this welder moved. to start. Sounds good. It's pretty fucking loud though, but it sounds good. Still under 100. Didn't really build it, but modified her pretty good. Yeah, you'll get there, Mater. I mean, it's not like you messed your hand up more intentionally, so. Let's try it, yeah. Yeah, no problem. Ain't nothing spectacular. Engine bay's pretty ugly, but it nobody gets to really see it a lot. Usually I'm the only one that sees it because I'm the only one that takes the hood off, so. Yeah, I sure am, right there. Diet Coke. It's pretty cold. No, sir. There was a time, but not right now. Bunch of work to do. I don't really have time for it right now. Appreciate all the likes. Got 50 people in here, 28 likes, man. Yeah, I'll show you a truck. Let's start over here. Just a 86 S10. Straight axle swap. Running IH Scout axles. Dana 30 front. Dana 44 rear. Factory 410. Upgraded the carrier in it recently. Got a Skip White Performance 406. Built the whole truck except for this engine. Gotta get some door panels at some point. Caged. 2.8 transfer case, 350 turbo. Camouflage. Probably the only S10 in the world's got camouflage on the top, so. Couple decals. But it's all steel except for the hood. We just dirt drag it and shit. Yeah. It's got Bluetooth gas tank in it. This fuel cell. It's cheap fuel cell. Got a small battery in there right now, but. Do I have a service? I don't really have service. Yeah, it was, got up, it was 28 this morning. Ended up having to go a little bit across state, picked up daughter a little playhouse, and got back. It's like 33, but the sun's shining. I mean, the sun's out. It's hard to see, but the sun's out. It's just cold. It was windy this morning too, but. No, I can't take for a drive today. Exhaust, still got to make some hangers for it and get those. So right now all the weight's sitting on it. Went for, don't have plates on it either right now, but I took it out back the other day when I did my live and I lost service. So it took everybody around. We was doing some two-step hits and shit, and it ended up, it didn't even show up on my live, so I was pretty pissed. So. You're making a trailer out of it? You just doing like the box like everyone else does? Or are you taking the nose off it and welding in some trailer frames? That way you got heat and stuff still in there. can't do Texas, Mater. It's too hot, man. Kind of work I do, I wouldn't be able to afford down there. Unless I had my own shop. I'm good, bro. This one, yeah, I take this one out, take it out in the dirt. Dirt drag it every now and then just I'll take it around and street it every now and then, drive to work. But I don't put that many miles on it. I think it's got 700 miles on it right now since I've had it. But I didn't really get out too much. Getting rid of that dude. Fucking weirdos. Hey, Georgia wouldn't be bad. I think Georgia would kind of be hit and miss, but am I rushing? No. Far from it. Every time I come to Texas, Mater, it either snows or there's ice on the ground. Every single year. Except for that one time I flew into Texas, walked through the airport terminal, into the plane, and then left. It's not that I can't handle the heat. My body doesn't handle it. It ever since I fell out of that fucking tree, man, it just can't handle the heat. But it's nice because before when I sweat, I didn't really sweat much, but now I sweat, so. I drink a hell of a lot more water than I used to, that's for sure. Which airport? Where I work at a place we do food production, but that's about as much as you need to know. It's big. First time I ever flew on a commercial airplane, that's where I went. And I had about 5 minutes to get from my terminal to the next terminal. And it was the first time I'd ever flown commercially. And I just made it. I was all by myself. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just ran. Food production. So let's say you go to Meijer, which I don't know, where you live, but say you go to Meijer, grocery store, whatever, you buy some corn. Well, say my place ran corn. Well, we got it raw, cooked it, froze it, put it in a bag. That's what we're doing. We supply other people, so we ain't like a big company. I have no idea what you're talking about, the water thing there. If you could redo it. No idea what that says. Something about Texas. Hey, appreciate it, ASO. Take care, man. Hope you're doing all right, too, by the way. Now, Mater, he's been on the hospital thing lately. His hand twice, and then he fell in the lawnmower, got his beard and his hair all cut off. No, but glad you're all right, man. This thing? No, naturally aspirated. Nope, maybe someday. Maybe someday. What I'd really like to do is which, a lot of you people that are newer, took me a long time to build this truck. Very long time. And he says it's my pride and joy, but there's many times that I've wanted to yank the motor out, and set it in the corner, but I can't do it. Why would I have a blow-off valve if I don't have a turbo? But I got this blue one, which is lowered about 3 inches in the back, 2 in the front. It's just a stock 4-cylinder. Waiting on plates for this right now. It's ready to go. I really want to get it out and drive it. We just built a transmission in that, which is just the 5-speed there. And tested out in the backyard when we had all that snow, and figure out where to put you guys besides this table. Anyway, I only got tested out in the snow, so I haven't even got to test it down the road. So I don't know if it shifts good or what it's gonna do yet. So, oh, that's right, you got the hernia too. Man, you might as well just get a pine wood box, man. Call her a day. That kind of sucks though. So, hope when you come out of everything, you feel 20 years younger, man. You got a Hyundai Sonata. You're in Siberia. Man, how's the winters there? That's got to be fun. And you don't make... I guess I don't understand what you're saying. If tuning car, you go on law. Oh, I got you. It's set up for turbo. Yeah, you guys got that bar system. So what is that? 20 PSI? I can't remember. See, we work on a bunch of metric machines at work, and I know the exact set points, but I don't know what they correlate to. Yeah, we got 33 likes. Appreciate it, everybody. Still got 30 people watching. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. What else you guys want to know? As we're probably gonna start working on more here in a second, but I'm gonna get this door closed because it's cold in here and I need some heat. Heater says it's 40. See, if I buy one, I don't really have a lot that I can throw it in. I'd have to modify a bunch of stuff to make it work. This would be the next thing here we got going on the truck. If I can find it in all this junk. I honestly don't know where it's at. When I say junk, yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of shit laying around. boxes on here. Huh. Got a whole bunch of junk. Can't find it. I don't know if you guys know S10 Life. Got all these nice little trucks here. Yeah, November. Well, I guess we're gonna have to clean the pole barn because I have no idea what I did with them. I had bought 2 of them. Did you guys not see me look there like 4 times? Here's what we got. These are 165, I think. They're 180 or 170. It's 185 on, 170 off. I bought these for the intake. Hoping they'll fit. I guess I'll just hold you guys up here for a second. I'm hoping they'll fit right there. So these fans, if it's cold out from my relay over there, if I turn it on, my fans turn on, they run all the time. Well, I run electric water pump too, so if I want to cool the truck down, I can run the fans and the pump with the engine off. It cools down. But when it gets cold out, I have a hard time keeping it warm. Like, I have to shut the fans off because I can get that engine right there. If it's, I think it's 60 degrees. If it's 60 degrees outside, that engine will run 140 degrees. And it's too cold. So I bought this, hopes that it would turn fan on and off as needed. But at the same time, I gotta figure out how to hook it into that relay. Because I uses ground, so when you hook these up, this is grounded, and you hook your ground into here, so when this gets hot, it clicks, you're not using power, and it'll turn your fans on because it makes your connection. Well, my switch is hot, so if I just run this to ground, and I run my switch, then it's not gonna turn on because it has no ground. But then when it gets hot, it'll turn on. Well, I want to be able to run my switch and then just have key on. So when the key's on, it has power to it. And then when I want to manually run it, I can flip the switch. Well, right now it's backwards of what I need. So I think I'm gonna have to tie in another relay and then use that separate for that switch. So somehow I can connect them, because if I jumper one, then it's gonna run the same way on the other side. I haven't got there yet, but we'll get it figured out. But I bought 2 of them. So I thought too, maybe I can flip them. You know, because there's 2 fans, so I could have 2 separate ones if I wanted. So I could run one colder. So if it was cold out, 1 fan would run versus the 2. But yeah, appreciate all the likes, guys. We got 35 likes, got 30 people watching. I've been really pushing for my hours. And last few lives I've done, they aren't very good. I've only been getting, 6-7 hours. So, but back to the switch. I was gonna do it before I put the coolant in there, and I filled up with coolant. And I forgot to put that plug in there. So now I gotta drain the fucking coolant back out of it so that I can put the damn switch back in there and then put coolant back in it. If I did it the other way, I would, it's gonna be in there, and then if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't have to worry about it. But all right, well, I think I'm going to, I know it's boring, but we're gonna get some cleaning done. And I'm gonna leave the camera rolling here, because get my projects done, but I got a few other things I'm supposed to get out of here. I got this 4 9-inch here that I bought that was gonna use on the white truck, and then ended up not using it. And I sponsored it to a guy that helps a lot of other people out, and he ended up getting hurt, so he hasn't had a chance to make it. So I got that kind of sitting there, but I'm not rushing it, But anyway, I haven't used that fucking welder in I don't know how long. So our wood projects are done. We can go ahead and get a bunch of this shit cleaned up, ready for the next ones. Gotta get the CNC plasma cutter fired up. I got some projects I gotta do. If you guys go to s10life.org, there's a couple things on there you can buy that I make. Got the new toe alignment tools all set, so they got them. And then similar, but not as good. This one, sorry, similar. This one's not as good because it worked, but S10 first gen S10 there. They're selling those too. If you guys are interested. gotta get my trash can emptied so I gotta get some bins for my metal. I got a whole pile of metal just sitting there. I need to get taken into the scrap yard, but it's kind of hard when you work in a certain time that I am. And I got more cardboard boxes. We're getting there. I'm really pushing to get my 4,000 hours, like really pushing it. That's why I've been doing all my lives, and except for that one video I posted, because I get more hours from live streams, so. Got these out of Dodge, all original. We might need these someday, so we're gonna save these. Might end up giving them to Bill. I don't know yet. You should, mofo, because I mean, depending on what you do, like some people, there's lives that, I mean, it just blows up. And then, still if you get like, if you do a live for an hour and you get 1 watch hour, well, that's still a watch hour. And some people may not watch your whole hour live, but you do get a bunch of subs off it. So being what I have going right now, doing this live, I'm guessing we're probably up to 5,000 views based off the likes and the amount of people I've seen in here. And I've probably got 20 subscribers off it. So those are just guesses, but just giving you guys examples. But you never know. I mean, do anything. You do these lives, work on stuff. People like to watch stuff. I mean, they ain't got nothing going on. It might be raining where they're at. They might like woodworking or metalworking, welding, and they'll sit and watch you. That way they ain't got to sit there and watch commercials. Gotta get this fab table done too. I quit working on it. I need to get back to it. Gotta get a mount made for my table grinder there. Second, I gotta check something up here real quick. I got a piece of metal on my phone. That's not good. That's not good at all. Like simple projects, I'll show you exactly right here. I gotta knock some more of these out, but. These here, cut that out on the CNC plasma. Then these little hooks go in there just like this. All right. And then you take these. I need to weld them together too, so if one falls off, that's why. That there like that. Box them in, then you take your helmet like that, boom. Got a couple different helmets. Look at that. Pretty simple stuff there. So I need to start making some out, and then I gotta get this shit cleaned up too, so I can start somewhere. I gotta make an area that I can take these big sheet sheets of steel or aluminum, whatever. And I can go ahead and, just lay them on here. It's done. Got this drill press I was trying to get rid of. Everybody wanted to screw around on it. Gotta get that stuff out of there eventually. Not sure what you mean, Mr. Bow. Not sure. It's not laser machine. It's CNC plasma. So it's kind of hidden, but that's a Langmuir Systems Crossfire Pro, and then a Weld Cut 45, and then just computer software. And that's all I do. Buy a couple files and stick them in, and away you go. Or you can design some of your own stuff, whatever. I mean, I'm not there yet, so I buy a lot of files and do stuff, but I was hoping to hit the 4,000 so that I could start doing more of this, because if I hit 4,000, I can start expanding shops. Yeah, I'll show you a couple examples here. So I made that one myself. This is S10 Life. They're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm a member of them. So my little table here. I've made this grinder holder, cut it out, bent it. I can hold 3 grinders there. Oh, we're going for a ride. I got to pick up a tank from a fellow YouTuber, and that hooked up, but I cut this out myself too. It's supposed to be another part that goes over your air nozzles so dust can't fall in it, but yeah, that works. Works good for me. But I'd like to make some more of that stuff and then have it for sale on the channel. But it's kind of hard because I don't know how popular we're going to be here in a little bit. So I mean, we gotten quite a bit of sponsorship here. You know, I'm just rambling on at this point, cleaning, but got a lot of sponsorship. So Bad Attitude C10, he sponsored me, which worked out great for him, but and myself. Sponsored me this tank here to test out. So you guys can go to his channel he'll show you about that tank. Had Auto One LED. They sponsored us some headlights for our Silverado. Dinovox. They sent us a set of these. I call them shorties, but they're actually a mid-range header for a Silverado that I haven't got on yet. So we're getting there. We just takes a lot of time because I don't have a lot of time out here. So up to 37 likes. Appreciate it, guys. Really do. Been trying to focus more on trying to get away from gaming and all that, and just, you know, work on garage stuff from now on. So oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool, Mater. I don't know if you're saying that to Mater or me, but appreciate it. Need more coffee. Yeah, just get your coffee pot out there, man. We'll be here. We'll be here. All right. Oh, shit. I forgot. I forgot when you buy stuff, free stickers. I know they're backwards, but free stickers. I forgot they were in there. We'll get those hung up somewhere. Take some of this off. I gotta get this magnet out pretty soon. I ain't even unwrapped it yet. This is one of those grinders, or grinder chucks, metal magnet, whatever the hell you want to call it, so you can actuate it and hold parts. Got to figure out a way to get this mounted. Let me get over here on my table. Gotta get my computer in here at some point too, because everyone's complaining about that. So. What else we got? We got a bunch of shit, guys. Oh, I appreciate it, mofo. It says it's 53 in here, but that's not 53. I got this torch. I know you got a torch. gotta get over here and gotta get that stove moved out of the way now. Get this wood out of here. Then we can get 2 trucks and get my blue one over here more, and I can get my white one over here more. I just didn't because I had that stove there and the pipe kept falling. So I would keep this truck away and that truck away because the pipe would fall down all the time from the snow, and didn't want to damage anything. So now that spring, I'm probably gonna get all that stuff moved, and it sucks because that's what I was doing with all this oil, with burning oil and stuff in there. But I think maybe we'll get a pellet stove. That's a lot closer to the wall, a lot safer, and a lot more efficient, and I won't have to run such a high pipe on it. Like to get that this section of the garage walled off, at least that door right there this way, or no, about halfway, because if I put a lift in here I already know where they got to sit, and wall this off, and then I'll have workshop or for fabrication, and then I'll have here just for storage of cars and stuff. Well, all right, guys, I think I cleaned up enough. Cleaned up enough, so I'm gonna get a video of the truck running the new exhaust and get that uploaded to YouTube. So you guys can see it tonight. Probably make a couple shorts and make some shorts off our live from the other day. So we'll catch you guys on the next one, and hope everyone enjoys their weekend.